All right, so welcome everyone. Just give me 1 second, just 1 second. All right. So welcome everyone. It's good to see you again. It's good to get in contact with you again. I haven't hosted in I think it's been 2 weeks, but it feels like a lot of time. Probably because even before that. I had a little bit of a layoff. To be completely honest with you, I wasn't really invested that much in the game, and probably the community hasn't been either. But with the help of our modder Racer, he has managed to make some things that are really interesting. And tonight we're actually going to use them. We're going to use them in the game, and regardless if you like them or maybe you're not, it's not going to be your cup of tea. Just leave feedback for a racer. He will know what to do. Maybe make them better, or maybe change certain things. What I can tell you is that it's a different. With these two new mods, it's going to be a different experience tonight, and I'm actually very excited for it. And I hope you guys are excited as well because we're going to experience something different. One of the things is we're going to use a timer for today, so we're not going to play until 7 flags or 10 flags. We're going to use time for our matches, so when the time is over, the match is over, so we can witness scores that can range from, I don't know, 4-3 to 11-5 or something like that. I've tested it a little bit with the CPUN players, and notice that 150 seconds is probably the sweet spot for it. And we're also going to use the Ragdoll mod, which, besides the visual feedback, which is, some spectacular kills and some clean kills and maybe even some funny moments, because ragdolls can be funny, of course. There is also a gameplay change that comes with this, which is after blow doubles are going to be a lot harder to get. That is, I don't know, in some regards, is probably better than what we have right now. In some regards, it is not. It really depends. It's quite situational. But we're not going to focus too much on that. We're mostly going to focus on having fun, testing things out, and see how it goes. This tournament is also going to have a money prize. We're going to have $30 for first place, $20 for second place. Thanks to Koala, who has donated his previous prize that he won at the Olympics. And besides that, obviously, it's the sword title, the server title. Whoever wins tonight's tournament will receive that as well. Of course, along the ranking points, the participation points, the performance points, the weapon points, so all the good things that come with an event. So, let's one more thing before I bore you to death with my introduction. I just want to quickly explain how this works because I don't want you guys to be confused, especially since we have some players that haven't competed in some time in my events. So we're gonna use a timer for each match, and we're gonna use a double elimination system, which, as you know, we have winners bracket and the lower bracket. In the winners bracket, we're going to play 2 matches of 150 seconds. If one player wins both matches, then the player goes through, the other goes to the lower bracket. Simple. Where things get a little bit more complicated is when one match is won by one player and the other one is obviously won by the other. So it's 1-1, or one of the matches ends in a draw, because that is a possibility as well. When that happens, we're going to go into a third match. And in the third match, we're going to count all the points scored in these two in all these matches. So it's not going to be win based, so it's not a best of 3, it's going to be point based. So for example, if you win your first match 8-0 and then you lose 1-0, we're going into the third match, but in the third match the person will have to recover all that points difference that he had. So it's kind of the same system that we used before, but now with time. Do not worry. Every time when there's a tiebreak, I will tell you exactly what you need. Yeah, so I will tell you, look, Maestro or Piper or whatever, you're down 3 points. You need to win this match at 3 points difference. In case we have an equal number of points, we take the number of wins from these matches. So if it's let's say you get 10-10 at the end of these matches, then we're gonna take who won more matches. If we have like complete equality from all complete draw from all points of view, we're going to do a one flag tiebreak. Yeah, so Racer just messaged me and said, remember, when the time runs out, it goes to character selection automatically, so you don't need to go to the main menu manually. Yeah, so that is a quality of life improvement that that Racer made. So I hope it's pretty clear. In the lower bracket, it's going to be just a best of 1. If the match ends in a draw, we're just going to restart the game. Actually, we're going to do a tiebreak. And in the tiebreak, you can use the same characters or you can use something different, but it's going to be just 1 flag. Again, do not worry too much about it. I will let you know every time. What you need to focus on is winning. Yeah, so that is the only thing that you need to win. I didn't necessarily want to make the system more complicated, but I also wanted to make sure that we take advantage of the timer, because otherwise it wouldn't be any different from what we have done so far. Yeah, so let's have a look at our contestants today. We have Info, Ezekiel, Platy, Plebeian, who's joining us after a long time. So happy! I'm very happy he's here. Welcome, Wrath, with some nice performances lately. Piper, Roderick, and joining last minute, one of our beloved members of our community, Maestro, who is the 9th player today. So we have a very good lineup in terms of numbers and quality. And I'm just going to share my screen so we can see who fights who. Let's see. Chapter. I hope you guys understood how things are gonna work, but you're gonna see in real time anyway. So yeah, today is the 21st. 2 plus 1 is 3, so let's shuffle it 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Let's have a look at the bracket. Wrath and Plebeian are going to fight first. They're going to be in the first match. The winner of that is going to face Maestro. So we're going to have a lot of North Americans and South American confrontations here early on. Roderick is going to face Platy. Info is going to face Ezekiel. And I am going to face Piper. Reminder, apart from the Ragdoll mod and the Timer mod, we're also going to use 1.1 speed mod and 1.5 damage. So the fights today are going to be very deadly, so be very careful from so there aren't going to be any sloppy opportunities for doubles and stuff like that. It's going to be quite ruthless. Yeah, good. Oh yeah, let me show you the mods quickly just for transparency. So the timer mod is going to be at 150, as I said. I'm gonna click save. Ragdoll mod, and the animation speed is at 1.1 as I said. I save, close. Yeah, so it's gonna be a pretty different experience from what most of you are used. Right. Let's start with the first match, which is Wrath, who has done really well recently, and he's fighting Plebeian. Plebeian told me a little bit earlier, and I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, he was a little bit concerned by the fact that he's going to play on a European host. What I can tell him at least is that Wrath is playing from South America, so he has a pretty high ping as well. So at least from that point of view, even if it's not going to be the best experience, at least it feels a little bit more, it feels fairer. Yeah. All right, so we're going to start with the first match, Wrath versus Plebeian. Wrath is going to take the left. Plebeian is going to take the right. After that, we're going to switch sides. Here you go. I'm going to send you guys a link in tournament call out. Here we go. Plebeian, let me know if you need the keyboard. Controller. Awesome. Awesome. Also, by the way, huge shout out for you guys for being in the commentary and listening to everything, because it's going to be pretty important to listen in real time. Just to know what to do, just to know where you're at, so you don't get confused. Here we go. There's Plebeian coming in. There's Wrath coming in. Let me have a quick look at the ping and everything. 146, that's not bad. 146. Wrath has 262. Yeah, sometimes it's but yeah, don't underestimate him, because he can be really good. He has been in me as well last time, and I'm playing on my own host. Just 1 second here. Alright, so here we go. I'm very excited, as I said. I haven't been this excited about the game in a while, because I found it really fun. I hope you guys are gonna find it the same. Wrath takes left, Plebeian takes right side. First match, 150 seconds. Gonna be very interesting to see how people adapt to the timer. From the way I played and from the players I played in spars, I felt people had a little bit more urgency than usual in fighting. So here we go. Hopefully the timer and everything, they should be working properly. The ragdolls, everything. Yeah, here we go. By the way, you'll probably notice that at the beginning of the round, and also right after you kill, there's like 1 second or maybe even 2 seconds that you might lose in the fight. That's the reason oh, beautiful. We start this tournament with a Thunder Punch. I did not expect that. Beautiful. So basically the fighting is around 120 seconds, but I put those 30 seconds extra just to compensate for that lost time. Oh, Plebeian tried there to get him with the low attack, got countered there by Wrath. 1-1. Alright, Wrath with the nice attack there. Plebeian tried to attack there, got countered instantly. 2-1 now for Wrath. attack there for Plebeian. Wrath is being very patient, very calm. He looks like a veteran now in the way he plays. Oh, and gets his arm cut there. 2-2. .58 seconds left. Oh, and it's a double, and they both fall. Yeah, this one is hilarious. 2-2 as it is right now. Plebeian very careful. So is Wrath. Oh, Plebeian there got caught right in the head while trying to do a sidestep. Sam can be really tricky. 3-2 now. 30 seconds left. Oh, punch! Oh, and the attack misses, but he manages to follow up with another attack, and Plebeian gets this flag. I'm sure he's happy with that outcome. High guard there for Wrath. 12 seconds. And another thunder punch there for Plebeian, perfectly timed. 4-3. We have 3 seconds left. Not much can happen. 2, 1, and that's it. 4-2-3. As I said, I put some extra seconds there just to compensate for these situations. Swap sides, please. Just give me 1 second to change the names. So 4-3 for Plebeian. Quite a low-scoring fight. Both of them were actually quite... Yeah, let's swap sides, please. Here we go. Wrath changes skin. And I know sometimes it helps mentally. It just kind of changes something in your approach when you have a different visual. That's the reason why we also switch sides. Well, back in the day we switched sides because people weren't really used to the left side, right side thing. Here we go. Oh, and it's a double. So a 1 point lead there in the first match for Plebeian. Oh, goes low, perfectly timed counter. What Wrath needs to do here is to win the fight, so he could push it into a tiebreak. So that's the most important thing that you need to remember as a competitor in the winners bracket, is that you need to win the fight. Obviously, you need to worry about points as well. Another double. You need to worry about points as well, but that comes after you have secured your win. Oh, catches him again, trying to go for a sidestep. I've seen Wrath doing that a couple of times. 1-1. Oh, again, thunder punch. This time, Wrath had the answer. 2-1. At this moment, point-wise, they are even. Being very patient. Again, trying to thunder punch. Cancels it last moment. And again, another double. Honestly, I did not expect to see that many doubles, but it looks like they actually strike at the same time. Very convincing doubles, if you ask me. Timing-wise. And again, the same. I think I've seen the same double a couple of times. 2-1. Still. Oh, and again catches him on the way in. 3-1. Wrath has 2 points advantage here in this fight and 1 point advantage overall. But even if he wins, Plebeian has already won the right to fight in a tiebreak. 30 seconds left. Oh, and again, catches him on the side step. 4-1. And again, another double. Oh, got caught there. 5 seconds. Oh, and he gets 1 point right before the end, which is really valuable, actually. 2, 1, and that's it. 4-2. The first fight ended 4-3. Actually, quite low scoring. Just gonna. Oh, can I still join? Says Teflon. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'll let you know in a second. Okay, so let me tell you what's happening. So Wrath has 7, Plebeian has 6. Yeah, so it's 7-6 overall. Okay, let me just get Teflon in. Oh, okay, so he's gonna fight Ezekiel. Okay, so it didn't change much. Right, so let's keep the same side so I don't have to switch. Less doubles. Apparently doesn't work on that competition. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it really depends how people play. Okay, it's gonna go back to the main menu. Guys, do not switch sides. Just select your characters. Yeah, Plebeian goes in for Barabash. Let's see what Wrath does. Yes, probably gonna go Sam. Right, so it's 7-6 for Wrath at the moment. And things are pretty simple. If Plebeian wins this fight, no matter what score, he goes through. If Wrath wins or even gets a draw, Wrath moves on. So draws are a possibility. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a couple tonight. Here we go. Match number 3. The only thing I'm actually quite surprised is, yes, I am surprised a little bit by the number of doubles. But I'm also surprised by the low scoring, because every time I played, like every match, oh, first one for Wrath, every match was, I don't know, at least 13, 14, 15 points, but something is different when you're sparring or playing the AI and participating in a competition. In a competition, obviously, you're a little bit more, your gameplay is tighter. Oh, and a beautiful cut there for Plebeian. 1-1. Punch in the face. Misses the cut. I don't know how Barabash missed that cut, but he did. And it's a double. Oh, and again try to punch him in the face. Oh, but this time he got him with the cut. 2-1 now for Plebeian. And at this score, Plebeian moves on in the winner's bracket. I'd say that he's doing fairly well against somebody like Wrath. He has a strong fundamental, and again a very good cut. 3-1. Wrath needs 2 more. Oh, caught him there. Great on the whiff. 4-1 here for Plebeian. 60 seconds left. Anything can happen. Oh, Wrath does not manage to hit there, and he gets killed. A little bit unlucky, to be honest, but that's how the game works sometimes. 5-1. Plebeian has taken a very serious option. Wrath now needs to start being a little bit more aggressive, and Plebeian senses that this is going to happen, and he takes advantage, and it's 6-1. This fight is a lot more one-sided than the previous two. Yeah, so that's why it's good to have a tiebreak like this. 7-1 now for Plebeian. Because if we had only a best of two, Wrath would have moved on. But now we see in the tiebreak that Plebeian is showing great improvement. 13 seconds left. Oh, Thunder Punch into death. Funny. Prepare for trouble, make it double. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, and he gets one at the buzzer, at least. You know, for us, for the spectators. 7-2 for Plebeian. Man, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the fight. So the overall score is 20. So Plebeian scored overall 20 points. That actually matters for certain things. Choosing sides and whatnot. And Wrath has scored 7 and with 2, 9. So 20-9 is the final score for Plebeian. Congratulations. Not easy to defeat somebody like Wrath. Wrath is going to play a little bit later in the lower bracket, and Plebeian is going to face a monster a little bit later in Maestro. Right, next fight. Ezekiel is going to face Teflon. Teflon said that he was a little bit sick, but eventually he, I think he said, you know what, I am going to battle through it and come back. Teflon has played a couple of times in my events. He's always been, always done well. But he's facing the #1 guy here in the rankings. Practically #2, but technically #1. Again, congrats to Plebeian for his win. Here's a link. Ezekiel gonna take the left. Teflon gonna take the right. So we're gonna use the same system. Best of 2 plus tiebreak if needed. It's actually kind of a best of 3, but with points. It's a little bit of a hybrid concept. Those of you who have competed in my events are kind of used to this stuff. But yeah, I think you guys got it, how it works. Teflon is ready. Let's see if Ezekiel is ready. Next up, after this one, we're going to have Roderick versus Platty. Platty competing a lot recently and has done well in my events as well. I'm pretty sure he's going to do well tonight. Waiting for him to join in. So far, I'm glad that we haven't seen. I mean, I know Racer worked on Ragdolls to, you know, to appear quite realistic in terms of how a person would, you know, would fall so they won't fly. I've seen some things that were funny, but most of the times they looked like, you know, just a person falling down, which is great. I have to condone Wrath's sense of timing. Even though he's playing with 260 ping, He still managed to get a lot of doubles, especially with stricter timing here. Okay, there he is. Okay, so Teflon is going to face a very dangerous opponent in Ezekiel. I'm pretty sure that Ezekiel is going to use Marina. Ezekiel taking left side, Teflon taking right side. Yeah, and again, guys, I've said it many times, but if we go into a tiebreak, we don't switch sides anymore. We just keep the same side that was in the second match, just to Ezekiel left, Teflon right. As far as I recall, Teflon was playing either Kalkstein or sometimes Isabella, I think. Oh, he's going Jacek. Interesting. And I think Jacek is actually a good pick against Marina. I think he has a couple of tools against her. And let's see how it goes. 150 seconds start right now. As I said, actually the fight, like the core of the fight is 120 seconds, but I added an extra 30 seconds. Oh, nice dash thrust. To compensate for all these seconds that sometimes are lost at the beginning of the round, at the end of the round, so we can have proper time. Oh, beautiful grab there, and quite courageous. 1-1. Oh, caught her right in. When she was trying to dash in, she was caught. I think that was actually one of the examples where probably would have been a double. But since Teflon caught her early, he got the kill. And it looked pretty nice. Oh, and again, one to the face. 2-2. Yeah, Ezekiel does not skip a beat here. Oh, and again, another one. 3-2. Oh. Caught him again with another cut to the head. 4-2 now for Ezekiel. Now that I'm looking at these fights, I think maybe for a next time, probably maybe even more time would be needed. Because I see that people, are being tactical. They just don't rush in. Yeah, 4-2, double. So this might actually lead to low scoring. To lower scoring than what you would usually happen. Oh, caught her there. 4-3, nice cut. 30 seconds left. Teflon is playing this really well. Oh, and it caught her again with another cut to the head. 4-4. And again with another cut to the head. 5-4. 3 seconds left. Not much can happen here. 1, and that's it. 5-4. Win for Teflon. We're gonna swap sides. Yeah, swap sides. Ezekiel now needs to win this fight, so that's the only thing that he needs to focus on. He doesn't need to focus on anything else but winning. If he does it with more than 2 flags difference, obviously, more than 1 flag difference, obviously it's a good thing. Something going on? Oh, he left the thing. Here we go. Did I say condone? Condone is a bad thing, right? Commend, right? Commend, yeah. Sorry about that. I'm back. Yeah. Here we go. All right. So it was a 5-4 win in the first fight. More aggressive play here from Ezekiel. Putting the pressure. Oh, and the first kill. I've seen this kill a couple of times, and looks like Teflon is able to intercept the dash thrust with a nice cut to the head. Beats the blade there. Teflon seems very... the way he plays is very secure, I say. He's very calm. He's not doing unnecessary stuff, he's just waiting. Oh, try to push there, got caught. It's obviously, since there are a lot of sports with the timer. Oh, nice thrust to the head, 2-1. Playing time is also a valid strategy. Sometimes when you're ahead, when you're winning, you can play a little bit more passively. You can just wait for opportunities to counter. Make the other guy be aggressive. 3-1 now. And Ezekiel now has the advantage in overall point. So I think that's what timer does generally in sports and some other things as well. Like the person who's ahead can play a little bit more defensive. The player who's behind needs to be a little bit more aggressive. So now we don't have to wait for somebody to be aggressive or somebody to be more defensive. Now there is real incentive behind initiative. Oh, caught him there. Okay, this one was a funny ragdoll. 5-1. Ezekiel has taken control. At this point, Teflon needs to minimize the damage a little bit. He's still gonna go into the tiebreak. Oh, and again, thrust to the head. He's gonna go into the tiebreak, but he doesn't want to go with a very big deficit. Oh, try to push there, got caught. Ezekiel very deadly in this second fight, and there you go, 7-1. "14 seconds left." Oh, Teflon with a very nice upcut. 7-2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's it. 7-2. Okay, let's have a look. So, Teflon has 7. Ezekiel has 11. Yeah. So Teflon, if you're listening or reading the chat, you need to win at 4 points difference in the tiebreak. 4 points difference needed. All right. So it will go directly. Don't worry. It goes directly to the. Yeah. No need to swap sides. Just select your. No, don't swap sides. Man. All right. Teflon on the left, Ezekiel on the right. So 4 points needed for Teflon. 4-point win. If he wins at 4 points difference, he's going to qualify further. So in this one, he needs to be a little bit more aggressive, take a little bit more initiative, and make sure that he gets the number of points necessary. The timer adds a little bit more tension, right? Oh, nice cut to the head. Adds a little bit more tension because in the regular mode, you can just kind of take each flag one by one. You have this comfort. But with the timer, you got to do something. And there it is. The two-piece from Laszlo, 1-1. Oh, and again, very good two-piece combo there. Teflon wins the trade there. I mean the exchange, and it's 2-1. Oh, and again one to the head. Very powerful move there from Marina. 2-2. Oh, got caught there. 3-2. As you can see with this mod, things are a lot deadlier. Oh, and again one to the head. 4-2. Five to 2 now. Oh, nice push there. 5-3. Very difficult for Teflon to come back at this point, but I think he's just taking his time, see if he can work something out. 6-3 now. Oh, and a nice thrust to the head. 6-4. Beautiful. And again, the same. I think Teflon is probably moving or leaning into it when that happens. And he gets caught almost every time. 7-4. Nice push. 7-5. 7 seconds left. Another push attempt, gets caught in the process. Oh, and one right at the buzzer there for Ezekiel. 8-5, and Ezekiel wins the match. Teflon with a good performance. So 19-12 is the final score. For Ezekiel, but Teflon started really well. Congratulations to him. He will fight a little bit later in the lower bracket. And now we're turning our eyes to another great fight, which is Roderick versus Platty. Two veterans. Oh, it's not proper. Okay, okay. No worries. I'll yeah, cause I don't see it when when I'm in the game. Thank you for the heads up. Probably maybe put it down. Yeah, I think I can do that here. Yeah, should be fine. Yeah, thank you for that, Roderick. Okay, here we go. Speaking of Roderick, he is next, and he's fighting he's fighting Platty, so it's gonna be a pretty interesting fight. Here we go. Platy's ready. Oh, and next fight is actually gonna be me versus Piper. I think that's probably gonna be. I don't know on my side, but I'm pretty sure Piper is gonna bring the heat. So we're probably gonna see a little bit more high scoring match. Let's see. Two fights went to tiebreak so far. This next fight is definitely gonna be very interesting. I'd say Roderick and Platy. Roderick and Platy are. I mean, I think Roderick is actually probably a few people know, but Roderick is actually one of the oldest Hellish Quart players. He's been competing since 2021, I believe, in the early tournaments, the one that had like 24 people competing. My maximum record in a tournament, I'm not sure if we had more, but I know there was one with 17 people. It was one event that I made right before taking a little bit of a break, and there was another one with 16 people. So I think that was the max that I had in my events, 17 and 16. Even that, I'd say it's a pretty good number. Yeah, we're just waiting for Roderick to fix his stuff, and we're probably gonna wait for like one more minute and see if he can get it done. If not, we're just gonna move to the next fight, no worries, and continue with the other. Great stuff so far. I see people playing a little bit differently than they usually play with the timer, and obviously it's a new experience, it's a new strategy. I mean, imagine a match of football, right? And let's say your whole life, the football match was, first to score 3 goals, right? And then at one point you have to use time, so it's always a different thing. And from what I've seen so far, some people were actually more aggressive, but some people actually shelled up a little bit more than they usually do. So it's quite an interesting perspective to see, and I'm particularly interested in this match because right here I have two people that compete quite often. So it's going to be interesting to see how they see this particular experience. Roderick on the left, Platy on the right. By the way, I don't want you to, for those who compete often in my events, I don't want you to worry about like, okay, this is the new standard, this is what we're going to use from now on. Absolutely not. This is just a new experience, is a test. If we can get something that is actually better from here, maybe, or maybe there are some things that the racer could improve, but it's not going to be necessary. We're probably still going to stick to the standard way of playing Hellish Quart, which is with the first two. Oh, beautiful thrust there. Gedeon crumbles. So I don't want you guys to think that okay, this is the new reality. Body there, trying to throw a thrust. Oh, and the second attack, and that was quite a believable ragdoll, to be honest. By the way, the ragdolls that Racer made are not random, so the direction you attack from, the type of attack you have, influence the way the ragdoll produces. So, for example, if you're attacked from above, then you're gonna crumble under the pressure of the attack. Oh, beautiful! 3-1. This one was beautiful as well. So there are many times where the ragdoll has a very good visual effect. Oh, yeah, great timing. Not this one. Not this one. This one was silly. 3-2. But the previous one was great. All right, good start for both. Oh, beautiful cut to the head. 3-3. Anyway, that's not the point either way. You know, if they're perfect counter there, and Roderick with 2 cold flags there. Got a thrust and a nice sidestep attack. 4-4. Roderick has taken the match back. Oh, and it's a double. And it looked like a double from the moment they started swinging. Swung at the same time. 40 seconds left. Platty with his signature snap cut. Oh, try to thrust there. Beautiful sidestep there from Platty. 5-4. "24 seconds left. Roderick 1 point behind. I like that Platty's playing a little bit the waiting game here. 7 seconds, 5 seconds. Oh, it caught him there. 6-4. And that's it. The first match ends. First match ends. We're going to switch sides. 6-4 for Platty. Not a big difference. Yeah, so swap sides, please. And by the way, if we're going into a tiebreak, remember that we are not going to swap sides after, so we're going to keep the same ones. Platty sticks to Isabella. I was actually quite surprised to see him use the default skin instead of the white shirt. I know that he likes the white shirt. 6-4 the first fight. Beautiful upcut there. 1 for Platty. Roderick's goal here is to win the match. Even if he wins just by 1 point, it will still be very doable to get it back in the tiebreak. So that's his only goal here. Double. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful tap there by Platty. Perfectly timed and spaced. 2-0. Oh, caught him there. 2-1. Roderick gets one back. Oh, beautiful. That was a thrust into the blade and then immediately followed up by a cut. 2-2. Beautiful sidestep there from Platty. 3-2. Roderick needs 2 more to make sure he pushes into a tiebreak. He gets 1 now with a nice thrust. And Platty this time he wasn't in a perfect time and space, and Roderick punished it 4-3. As I said, the punishment game is heavy. 4-4, beautiful snap cut. 50 seconds left. Roderick needs this win. And a nice cut there. 5-4. Platty still continue, even though the score is very close, he still continues to lead this fight. Score-wise, and in the quickness of the way he gets his flags. 25 seconds left. Roderick needs some urgency here. Platty, I think, is taunting him. The game goes in his favor. 13 seconds, 12, 10, 5. Now Roderick needs 1 more. Roderick needs 1 more with 7 seconds left. 5, 4. Roderick needs to do something. And it's a double right at the buzzer. 5-5. But actually, since it's a draw, Roderick actually earns a tiebreak. So even with the draw, there is going to be a tiebreak. Just give me 1 second. So it was 5-5, 6-4. So 11-9 for Platty. Yeah. So even at a draw, there is going to be a tiebreak. So Roderick managed to get the tiebreak. And here we go. Yeah, keep the same sides. Yeah, I mentioned it at the beginning of the event. So even in the case of a draw, there is going to be a tiebreak. In one of the fights, there is going to be a third fight. All right. So the overall score is 11-9, which means that Roderick needs to win here at least 2 points difference. But even if he wins at 2 points difference, oh, he gets 1 here. There's going to be an extra tiebreak of 1 flag, just 1 flag. Double. Some misses there. So technically, Roderick would need a third 3 points. Nice high guard attack. 1-1. A real nice fight the second. I loved it. The 5-5 with the double at the last minute. Those are the kind of moments I was expecting today. Beautiful side step there from Platty. That's one of his very effective moves. 2-1. Roderick needs to change something here. He still has time. Oh, he's tired. Oh! The blade, his blade actually blocks the attack, and then he was tired, but he gets hit there. 3-1. Roderick needs proper comeback, and he gets 1 back here. 60 seconds left. A lot of things can happen in 60 seconds. Oh, and that's one of the things that this mod does, which is you can't get a double now with high guard after blow release, you're gonna get killed. 3-3. 25 seconds left. Roderick needs 2 flags difference, so he needs some urgency here. 15 seconds left. Platy's just playing time, and I don't blame him. He's playing this smart. And a nice side step. 4-3. And it's probably over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a 5-3 win. Congratulations to Platy. Congratulations to Roderick as well. I wish Roderick had a little bit more urgency at times. I felt like when he was behind, I felt that he could have been a little bit more aggressive. But a great fight nonetheless. Congratulations to both. Final score is 16-12 for Platy. Great fight between the two. The third match that actually goes into a tiebreak. And now it's going to be the fight between me and Piper. And I'm actually quite excited for this one because I believe Piper is one of those opponents that could really make use of the timer, because he doesn't lose any time in his fighting. He's just over there all the time. Here we go. Let's drink some water. Did I get him in? Yeah. The way I felt when I played this thing, it gave me a little bit more urgency. I played with a little bit, but obviously I haven't played in a competitive environment, so maybe that will change a little bit. We'll see. Alexander for Piper as always. Here we go. But it does motivate me to take initiative a little bit more often, since doubles are harder to get. Let's see how that works against somebody like Piper. Oh! And as I said, the first point is a double. Limbo dance there for... Oh, got caught right when he was punching me. I did the side step A there. I clicked X instead of. Oh, nice. Try to be cheeky there with the push. Yeah, I knew that the fight with Piper is gonna be fast-paced. And with a lot of... Oh! Nice. A jump. That's it. That was a beautiful, beautiful fight. 12-3. That's quite a good advantage for me there. Uh, 1 second to change the names. But I knew it was gonna be high scoring. That's the reason I put it 150, because this is the kind of the type of scores that I was getting. Swap sides. Piper. There we go. Well, obviously Piper is at 9 points difference right now, but his focus should be on winning this fight, because if he wins this fight, he can go in a tiebreak, and in a tiebreak he can recover the difference. But obviously, ideally would be to win at least a couple of points difference. Oh. Nice. Oh, caught me there right before the side step. Beautiful. Oh! Looks like the retreat attack actually worked this time. Oh. Nice. Oh, nice. Some fancy moves from both of us. Nice. High five. A lot more balanced, this one. Oh, and parried it 6-5. And Piper is now. Oh, nice. 6-6. Might actually get a tiebreak. He needs to get at least a draw here. This one a lot more balanced. Oh, I thought it's gonna miss. 9-6, and I think that's it. Posta di Vena. Very high scoring fights. This one. Oh, and he got me right there. It's 10-7. So, man, good fights, man. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. Piper is going to play in the lower bracket, but that was a point fest. 22 points for me, and 3 with 10 for him. Nice. 22-10. Okay, so now we're getting back to Plebeian, and he's going to face Maestro. So Maestro's going to take the left side. Plebeian going to take the right side. Plebeian a little bit more experienced now with the timer. But to be honest with you, I think Maestro is one of the guys that really likes mods and the different experiences. Um, uh, he likes mods. He likes new experiences. He likes new stuff, and he is a guy that fights with a lot of urgency. So I think the timer is definitely gonna be interesting for him. Here we go. Maestro versus Plebeian. So we're gonna use the same system as before, as I said. Okay, Plebeian is here, waiting for Maestro. There he is. Plebeian looked good in the previous match, but now he has a pretty important test in front of him. Maestro takes the left side, Plebeian takes the right side. Here we go. Father Zero. Yatik for Plebeian. Okay, this one is interesting. This one is really interesting. And you know why it's interesting? Because these two characters actually have very good double potential. But there aren't going to be, unless they strike at the same time, there aren't going to be some late doubles here. One here for Maestro. Oh, beautiful! Beautiful from Plebeian. Plebeian is quite spectacular today. He some thunder punches, now this cut into thrust thing. And with the Ragdoll mod, it looked great. A nice one to the head. Particularly thrusts, I think, when you thrust the Ragdolls, look really nice. I would actually, to be honest with you, I would prefer them instead of what we have right now. For thrusts only, at least. Oh, there you go. 3-1 for Maestro. As I said, Maestro really fights with a lot of urgency. He doesn't skip a beat. It's a double now. Struck at the same time in the head. Beautiful push there. 4-1 for Maestro. Next fight after this one is going to be Ezekiel versus Info. Oh, cut into thrust. 5-1. And after that, we're going to move to the lower bracket, where we're going to have best of one fights. And again, a thrust to the head, 6-1. Great start for Maestro. As I said, Maestro is kind of different with. Oh, and a nice cut to the hand there. 7-1. Oh, and another thrust there. 8-1. Yeah, Maestro is on fire right now. Plebeian needs to change something. Oh, and he gets 1 point back. That could be important. 8-2. 13 seconds left. I'm not sure if Plebeian wants to get... Oh, and he gets it. He gets another one. 8-3. It's always a kind of dilemma, right? Like, do I want to try to limit the damage or do I go for more? 8-3, first fight. Significant advantage for Maestro, but Plebeian needs to focus right now only on winning the second match. That's the only thing that he needs to focus on. And obviously, if he can do it at a bigger difference of points, that would be great. Um, it's gonna go back. Okay. Swap sides, please. So 8-3 was the first fight. I'm just gonna quickly go get some water. Go ahead.
Moje.
All right, looks like I came back right at the end of the match. 9-4 looks to be the score. So Maestro wins. 17 to Plebeian. So he got 4 with 3-7. 17 to 7. Plebeian is not eliminated. He's going to fight again in the lower bracket. He's actually in the second round of the lower bracket. But Maestro's going to face Platy a little bit later, and that's going to be a very, very interesting fight, in my opinion. Okay. Now we have Info versus Ezekiel. They know each other really well. Really interested to see what character Info is going to play. We've had tie breaks with 1-1. We've had a tie break with 1 win and a draw, and we also had the 2 matches where players managed to win both fights with very high scoring. Info's here. Waiting on Ezekiel. Ezekiel had a good performance against Teflon a little bit earlier. Ezekiel's being cheeky lately with some of these latenesses. We're probably going to take some of his ranking points just to teach him a lesson. No, I'm joking, of course. There he is. Here we go. They know each other very well. Info takes left side. Ezekiel takes right side. Yeah, I kind of expected that. I kind of expected Marta. I think Marta, out of the two rapiers, obviously, I think she can do a lot better. We've seen Koala doing some work with Marta against, specifically Marina's, Ezekiel's Marina. The sidestep thrust. Yeah, that's the one that Info just showed us. But Ezekiel is ready for it. We could very easily say that he is a Marina main now, and he knows her weaknesses, he knows her strength, and he goes for a thrust to the head, and he gets the kill. 1-0. I think this move is actually even deadlier now because the double time is stricter. Although I couldn't really say that people were getting doubles with that particular move. Maybe some others, but not that one. 1-1. Oh, Info landing a couple of shots, but not the decisive blow. Oh, a little bit of a taunt from Info. That's kind of the Rapier's problem, though. I'd say Rapiers are... oh, nice push there. This is a very old conversation, but Rapiers have always been at disadvantage, and it's kind of by design. Although you can still win, and there are certain players that can make Rapiers work, and they're actually very tough to beat. One of them is the fact that most of their attacks are thrusts, and unless you get a clean thrust, you're going to do scrape damage. That's a very good example right there. You're going to do scrape damage instead of actually killing, compared to, I don't know, a Saber or another character that can just press a cut and you get the kill. And the second one is their guards. Their guards are weaker for overhead and head strikes as well. So that's a pretty bad combination to have. As a and a thrust there to the head, 4-3. But again, the game has been out for a while, and people have been playing Rapiers for a while. So a very good player would know exactly how to take advantage of of what they can offer, which is range and decent speed, I'd say. Oh, nice push there from Info. It wasn't a critical moment. Instead of being 5-3, it's actually 4-4 now. And that's it. The first match ends in a draw. And You know what's very interesting? Regardless of what happens in the second fight, we're going to have a third fight. We are going to have a third fight. So there are 2 fights left between these two, and it's going to be very important to score more points, yeah, than your opponent. Here we go. Swap sides. Yeah, swap sides, and after that, remember not to swap them again. Oh, Ezekiel going. I was about to say he's going Wrath. He's going Sam. This has happened to me many times when I was pronouncing the name of the character instead of the name of the player. Because some people have been playing some characters for so long that they become one with them. Info gets caught there with a cut. Oh, and a nice thrust to the arm. 1 for Info. And again, I'll say it again. Whatever happens in this fight, there's going to be a third one. A draw is just as good as a victory in terms of a tiebreak chance. Two one now. Info's playing this really smartly, I have to say. I noticed it in the first fight and in the second fight as well. It's like she has really embraced Martha. 2-2 now. Oh, try the thrust there, the combo. It's a 2-piece combo there. It's some sort of feint incorporated into the combo, but Ezekiel got it. It's a double now. 3-2. Both dead. Legs buckled. Four 2 now. Ezekiel takes control. 2 points advantage. Oh, tried the push, but a little bit too far. Got caught. 5-2. With the Ragdoll mod, everything looks a little bit deadlier than usual. Oh, and the last second double. 5-2. I'll tell you a little funny story about Ragdolls. As some of you probably know, I used to be a UFC player. I mean, I still play, but not competitively. Oh, a couple of strikes there from Info. I managed to get the point. UFC 2 had Ragdoll knockouts, and it was so popular because of that. 5-3. Alright, I'll continue my blabbing after. Info, you need a win at 2 points now. Yeah, so Info needs a 2-point difference win in the last one. So do not swap sides, please. Just pick your characters. Here we go. Yeah, so and in the UFC 3 they switched the knockouts with something a lot more realistic, and people have wanted to get Ragdolls back, and they finally got it in UFC 4 and UFC 5, and some of them are quite hilarious. But it looks like people really like that impact of ragdolls. They are fun to some extent. 2-0 now for Ezekiel. He's now taking control. He's 4 points ahead. Info. She needs emergency here. 3 now. It started really well in the first fight, but Ezekiel has this talent of taking control a little bit later in the fight, and he's been doing that. Oh, gets caught there. 3-1. 4-1 now. Ezekiel seems to have taken complete control of this fight, overall fight, I'd say. Immediately after this one, we're going to go to the lower bracket, and in there we're going to have only, it's going to be a best of 1, so whoever wins, wins. If the fight ends in a draw, we're just going to quickly do one more flag. Double. Oh, and a nice grab there. 5-2. Nice thrust. 6-2. Ezekiel has completely taken control in the tiebreak, and I think that's fine. Also for info, because maybe 7-2 now. Maybe she realized, okay, he's been better this time, and I need to do something to, maybe if we fight again, I need to adjust. Oh, and right at the buzzer, 8-2, the tiebreak. Ezekiel leaves no questions about this fight, and he wins it with the overall score of 18 to 10. Yeah, and he's going to face me a little bit later. Okay, we're moving to the lower bracket, as I said. In the lower bracket, it's going to be a best of 1, just one fight. If the fight ends in a draw, there's going to be another match, but we're not gonna play the full match. It's gonna be just first flag. So whoever gets the first flag moves on. So the first fight is going to be Piper versus Wrath. Here we go. And after that, Roderick versus Teflon. Piper is ready. Let's have a look at his ping, because he said something earlier. Oh, the ping looks it's 56, as always. No point in looking at 251 for for Wrath, but he doesn't look like it. Okay, let's select the characters. Piper is on the left, Wrath is on the right. Something happened. Oh, did I select CPU? Piper left, Wrath right. There we go. Wrath, so Piper goes with his main. Wrath goes with his main, and I'm happy for that. Always like it when I see people in difficult circumstances picking their mains. To the head, Piper gets the first kill. Gets caught there in the process. 1-1. Nice, a side step. 2-1. Oh, Piper again, very aggressive. Scores the third point. It's the same pace that Piper imposed in the first fight. Oh, gets caught this time. 3-2 in the fight against me. He's always a very pacey player, so it's very likely that matches with him are going to be. Oh, push bug there, unfortunately. 3-3. 100 seconds left. Oh, gets caught there. 4-3. Leg strike was faster than the head cut. Oh, and a lot of exchanges there. Piper eventually gets it. 5-3. Oh, and with the spectacular forward move. Man, Piper doesn't give an F. Doesn't give an F. 6-4. Double. Wrath is 2 points behind. Still time. Oh, try to go for a side step, gets caught. 7-4. Double. Oh, caught him again on the arm. 8-4. 4 points difference here for Piper. This could be very difficult now for Wrath. 9-4 now. I think that's one of the one of the downsides of 9-5 of the timer mode, which is sometimes when you're a couple of points behind and you see that there's not much left in the match, there isn't much to play for compared to first. Oh, 11-5 now. Yeah, and it's kind of happening right here compared to first two, because in there, regardless of how behind you are, every point is played and you have the time to come back and strategize and everything. 13-5, but this one can produce a type of urgency that is not necessarily always positive. 14-5 now. Man, Piper is on a roll. And that's it. 14-5. Such difference in pace from some matches in this particular match. Piper just pushes it. 14-5. Wrath, thank you very much for competing, man. Waiting for you on the next events. And again, I want to mention that the timer is just a way for us to just experience how it is. It doesn't mean that it's going to become the default. It's probably not going to become the default because Hellish Quart has a thing of its own with taking your time, playing each flag, trying to mount the comeback. Even if you're a lot of flags behind, you can still come back in all of them, and the timer doesn't help with that all the time, but it provides, as I said, a different type of experience. Okay, Teflon is going to face Roderick now. Teflon taking left, Roderick taking right. Probably in HEMA is. I know Tao organized a tournament recently with the timer. Probably in HEMA is works a little bit better. Here we go. Yeah. So Roderick is asking about what's the format. So in the lower bracket, we do a best of one, and there's a reason why we do best of one. Well, apart from time reasons, it also provides a little bit more excitement that is just one fight in the lower bracket. But the actual main reason for that is in the lower bracket you play more fights than in the winners bracket. So coming back from the lower bracket, oh, one sec. Coming back from the lower bracket back into the winners bracket, it can be very tiring if you play a lot more. And when you get back to the finals, you can be completely wasted. Teflon is left, Roderick is right. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, might see Jacek versus Getty. That's a good fight. I do remember there was one tournament. I think Subutai organized it. I remember Eve. I think he lost early in the tournament. It was every fight was best of 3, and he climbed his way back up. First kill there for Robert. He climbed his way back up from the lower bracket, fighting only monsters. And almost every fight was like the best. Like it went to the third fight and everything. And I do remember in the lower bracket final he faced Platy, if I'm not mistaken, and it went right to the last flag or something like that. Like by the time he got to the final, he had the given everything in terms of energy. So that's something that we're trying to avoid. 2-2 now. I really like this fight, Jacek versus Roderick. Jacek versus Getty. In some ways, they're quite similar. Jacek actually has a couple of things from Getty. 3-2. Especially the second stance that he has. It's obviously inspired from Getty. Oh, nice cut there. 4-2. Roderick being careful there. Roderick is one of the players that is usually quite patient. So being patient can work in your favor or against you with the timing mode. Obviously when you're behind it works against you. Just be careful there, he's about to get tired. Teflon is just playing time at this moment. He's just waiting. I don't blame him, it's part of the strategy. Oh. Roderick is hurt. Thrust. The follow-up does not land. It was a little bit too slow. But the thrust now lands for Roderick, and I think the longer flag here actually favored Roderick. 4-3, 25 seconds left. Best of one. Teflon has a pretty fragile advantage. Roderick knows that he needs to score one more, but he's being careful. He doesn't want to get caught. 10 seconds left. Roderick needs to push here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and he gets caught right at the end. 5-3, and Teflon wins the fight. Congratulations. I could see that Roderick wasn't very comfortable with pushing the pace there, but Teflon got it. Teflon is actually going to play very soon. Again, he's going to play against the Plebeian, but now we're going to have Piper versus Info. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Roderick, for competing. When there are like 15 seconds left or 10 seconds left, you have to go in with the push, with the grab, with a cut, with something, but you gotta go. And then I noticed that Teflon actually played time there, and that was pretty smart of him. He had the advantage. He was just being patient. There we go. Here's Piper. Yeah, Teflon says sorry for camping. It's part of the game. That's what the timer is. And again, just look at other sports. Look at football, for example, or soccer as is called in North America. Teams do that all the time. Waiting for Piper. No sign of Piper so far. Let's move to the next fight then. Let's do Plebeian versus Teflon again. So Teflon will have to fight again. Two patient players, I have to say. Oh, Piper is here. Oh, okay. It happens every time, man. It happens every time. Every time I say let's do the other match, then the player shows up. Okay, let's Piper Info. I'm not a fan of having people fighting one match after the other, but sometimes sometimes it helps if you won the fight, if you're on a roll. Piper versus Info. Here we go. Piper takes left, Info takes right. Here we go. Will it be a Martha Mirror or will Piper go with Alex? No. Oh, and Marie from Info. Alright, sorry, I'm back. I'll go to the bathroom for a second. 4-4 here. Looks like Info managed to get a couple of good tries. Marie, nice thrust. 5-4. Plebeian and Teflon after this one. Be ready. Nice. Go around. 5-5. 60 seconds left. Close fight. $65. Oh, nice push. Oh, the butt again, but the Marie's push works, and this is a very psychological. This is quite a psychological flag here. 7-5. We'll see how Piper manages to go through, and he gets one quick flag back. It usually sucks when you have like you should have got a flag and then you don't, and actually the opponent gets it. 7-7. I think this time I think Piper got his luck back. 18 seconds left. Double. 10 seconds left. Who wants it more? It's do or die here in the tournament. 9, 7. Oh, and then one Inquartada. 4 seconds left. There's not much that Piper can do. Just he needs to attack immediately. 3, 2, 1, and that's it. 8-7. 8-7. And Info wins the fight. Congratulations to Piper. Yeah, if a flag is scored like 5 seconds or 6 seconds before the end, it's kind of over. Because of the seconds that are lost when the round starts. Congratulations to Piper. Congratulations to Info. Piper was also a little bit unlucky, I have to say, in some flags, but Info moves on. And Piper, I'll see you next time, my man. All right, and the last fight before we take a short break. Um, Actually, no, we're not gonna take a break because we have some players that haven't played much. Um, Plebeian versus Teflon. Here we go. Yeah, and regarding, we had a conversation there in the chat regarding the timer and everything. Timer is just something that, we just try and see how it is, and maybe we can use it every now and then in some events. But when it comes to like the standard, we're probably gonna stick with what people have been used for a long time, which is the first two type of thing, because people have been playing this game for years, and their strategy is focused on that and just being patient and whatnot. And I firmly believe that this game is about being smart and being and taking the opportunity when it presents itself. The timer adds a very interesting dynamic, but I don't think it's necessarily. Oh, plebeian, try again. I don't think it's something that can replace the way we do events. That's not it's not because it's worse or anything like that. It's just that the Hellish Quart experience is the first two um, thing. All right, here we go. Plebeian on the left, Teflon on the right. And after that, we're going to have a blockbuster fight. Maestro versus Platy, North American longsword derby. And it's going to be a best of two, probably best of three. Plebeian on the left, Teflon on the right. Probably Barabash versus Yatsik. Yep. Saber fight. There we go. Exchanges there. The two-piece combo there from Teflon scores the first point. Yeah, reminder, this is just a one fight. Just one fight. Thrust there from Teflon. Oh, Thunder Punch attempt. Countered effectively there by Teflon. Scores the second point. Teflon. Oh, he's a little bit hurt there, Teflon. Plebeian is just trying to find the right opportunity to attack, and he does it. 2-1. Very smart play there from Plebeian. Nice push there, and even though Barabash is not a very good pusher. 2-2. Oh, and a nice forward cut. 3-2. push attempt there from Teflon. Teflon started really well with 2 points, but Plebeian took the advantage and scored 4 points in a row. It's 4-2 now. 30 seconds left. Teflon is now in the position where he needs some urgency. Thrust, cut, and he gets the first point. And that's exactly what you need to do. You need that urgency. There's nothing to lose at this point. You have to go in. 15 seconds. Double. 14 seconds left. It's probably time for one more flag. Oh, and a nice side step. 5-3. Not much time left. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And a flag at the end of the game. 6-3 for Plebeian. Congratulations. He's actually going pretty far tonight. Teflon, thank you very much for competing, man. Appreciate having you at the last moment in the tournament. Always happy to see more people joining in the event. Plebeian moves on. And we'll fight the loser between Ezekiel and I. We're going to do one fight from the winner's bracket, and after that we're going to take a 10 minutes break. I need a little bit of breathing. Maestro is facing Platy now in round 3. Yeah, so we're in round 3 right now. Winners of round 3 will qualify to semifinals. Getting closer. Got 6 people left in the tournament. 2 of them are going to compete right now. Maestro and Platy. Ezekiel and I are going to be in the other winner's bracket fight. And we have Info and Plebeian. 2 surprises, I have to say, completing the bracket. But for now, let's have a look at the most likely longsword fight. Zera versus Isabella is always very nice to watch. We'll see if these 2 players are going to actually pick these characters. Oh, they're already in. I don't need to send a link. Here we go. Maestro takes left side. Platy takes right side. Both look great in their previous match. Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. Zera versus Isabella. A classic, probably the biggest, one of the biggest rivalries. If you think of characters in Hellish Quart, and also think about the history of competitive events, which character rivalry do you think? Characters do you think rival the most? I would say Isabella Zera is one of them. I would say Gideon Alex is another one. Another good rivalry. Marie Martha obviously is another one. Oh, beautiful retreat attack, 2-1. I'm just considering like the history of competitive play and what kind of fights we had. Oh, tried the retreat, X attack there, a little bit too slow. Maestro took advantage. It's 2-2. Yeah, reminder, this is a best of 2, possibly best of 3 fight. Oh, and a cut there from Isabella. 3-2. Platy with small advantage there. Oh, caught him there on the arm. Does not kill him. 3-3. Nice push there from Platy. 4-3. Oh, and a nice cut through guard, and then with the follow-up 4-4. Close fight. Oh, cut. An upcut there from Zera. Caught Platty on the wrong foot. 5-4. Maestro takes control. But just for a few seconds because Platty is back 5-5. I like the urgency that these two players play with. They've been going at it. 30 seconds left. Nice upcut. 6-5 for Platty. 6-6. I heard the cut attempt there from Platty. Oh, and it actually lands this time. It kind of baited Maestro in. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and that's kind of it. 7-6. 7-6. Just like in a regular match, Platty wins it. Just one flag. Different swap size, please. 1 second. Let me change the names. Maestro needs a win or a draw here to push it into a tie break. Platty needs another win. Swap size, please. Here we go. If Maestro gets a draw or a win, we're going to push it into the third fight. The reason why we're doing the third fight on draw is because we want it to be decisive, and I think with a draw, sometimes. Oh, nice cut there. First one for Maestro. Time size step there for Platty, but Maestro read it and he got the double. There's 2 now for Maestro. 3 now. Maestro not only that he wants to win this fight, but he wants to even get the good flag difference. Nice tap there. 3-1. Some of these Ragdoll kills look very clean. That was one of them. I really like it. They have a very nice effect. Beautiful side step. 3-2. They're all even on points right now. But Platty is definitely not happy because he doesn't want this fight to go to a tiebreak. He wants to win this. Oh, he got caught. He landed his strike, but he got caught in the process. 4-2. And it's a double. Oh, I thought he was gonna get the side step, but no, he got caught early. Maestro did a good job. 5-2. Beautiful high guard. 5-3. Again, the same urgency as in the previous fight. 6-3 now for Maestro. Maestro's taking a little bit of an advantage going into the last fight. That is going to happen if he wins this. Or draws it 7-3, and it's most likely it's going to happen. I doubt that Platty is going to score too many flags. 8-3, and Maestro takes a significant advantage now. Oh, caught him there. 8-4. Platty's careful, and he actually manages to score one. That was a very smart play from Platty. 8-5. Oh, and then another one. Maestro loses 2 points in a row there quite easily, I'd say. And that's it. 8-6. First fight was 7-6. We're going to keep the same sides. Um, Maestro has 14. Platy has 13. So what Platy needs to do, I say Maestro lost 2 points quite easily there, and gave Platy actually the opportunity, because if Platy wins this even by one flag difference, even though they're equal on points, he will have had 2-1 on average. He will go through, because that's the second criteria if the number of points is equal. Okay, here we go. We don't swap sides. We're going to keep the same ones. There you go. Oh, and looks like that's actually quite interesting, because Maestro did well with Zera there, and he actually managed to get back and even win at a bigger difference, but now he's switching to Jan. I couldn't necessarily blame this this pick, because Jan could be a very good pick against Isabelle as well. One now for Platy. As I said, Platy, even though he's one flag behind, if he wins this, he will go through on tiebreak. 2 now. 3 now. If the fight ends in a draw, Maestro's gonna go through. Maestro needs 3 now. Gets one back. As I said, after this particular fight, we're gonna take a 10 minutes break, and after that, we're gonna get back. Oh, nice tap. We're gonna get back with my fight against Ezekiel. Oh, caught the arm there, 4-2. Maestro 2 points away from qualifying. Props to Platy though. He was actually quite behind in the second fight. A lot of ups and downs in this particular matchup. 4-3 now. Anything can happen. Platy is going through at this score. Not at this score though. 4-4. Maestro's back on green. Oh, beautiful. Late release of the white cut. Pro move there from Platy. 5-4. Double. And again, Platy's on green now. Oh, beautiful side step. 6-4. Maestro's again 2 points behind. Oh, nice thrust there, right when Platy was preparing to go for a side step. 6-5, 30 seconds left. A great matches between the two. Probably the fight of the you know, we also give points for that, for entertainment. And this is probably up there. A lot of up and downs in this particular fight. 16 points. Oh, 7-5. Maestro needs 2 points. He needs urgency. He needs to go for it. 10 seconds left. Oh, and he gets one. 7 seconds left. If he gets one more, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. 7-6. And Platy wins and goes through. Man, that was crazy. 20-20 is actually the final score, but Platy wins. He won 2 fights, so he's going through. We're gonna say 21 here. Platy moves on. Maestro will fight in the lower bracket a little bit later, but this is definitely the fight of the evening. And yeah, we're gonna take a 10 minutes break. Eight. Let's make it eight, because it's 22. And after that, we're back with Ezekiel versus me. Then we're gonna do Maestro versus Info, and then the loser between Ezekiel and I is gonna face Plebeian. So hopefully you enjoyed the event so far. I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Alright, I am back. So next fight is going to be, as I said, Ezekiel versus me, a fight that we've had so many times. The top two players of server right now, according to points. Let's see how this fight goes with the timer. There we go. It's probably going to be a little bit tighter than the fights that we had so far. I have to be careful because Ezekiel and Marina in particular, I mean his Marina, can really go away, get away, sorry, with points. Again, this is a best of two with a potential to be to go into a tiebreak fight. Immediately after that, we're gonna have Maestro playing Info in a best of one fight. We're getting close to the end of the tournament. Platy has already secured qualification to the semifinals, which means that he's going to at least get one of the top 3 spots, which guarantees points in the rankings. Ezekiel's not here yet. Let me. By the way, I'm very happy and I'm very glad with the feedback that you guys are providing in the chat. Because as I said, this is not something that will replace the regular way that we play. Just a new experience, and I think for Racer is actually quite important to see what he can improve, because I could definitely see the timer as something that we can use for custom events or for something interesting, just to kind of, you know, change the dynamic a little bit. Here we go. Ezekiel is going to take the left side first. I am going to take the right side. We'll see what type of approach we're going to have here. If it's going to be a low scoring fight, if it's going to be a high scoring fight. The one against Piper and the ones that Ezekiel had, some of them were high scoring, some of them were low scoring, depending on how things go. Ezekiel, take the left side, please. Here we go. Yep, going with Marina. Here we go. lucky there. Oh, and right at the last moment, I actually played time a little bit there, 5-4. I played time a little bit because I knew that with a draw, I could still push it into the third fight because I've been behind this match, but I'm glad that I managed to win it. It doesn't change things much, but um, I am short of a tie break, regardless of what happens in the next fight. Alright, we're going to swap sides. 5-4 for me. For the first time winning taking advantage in the fight. It's always like that against Ezekiel, very close. Gotta play smart this one. I try to push there, but I think I pressed the wrong button. Nice. Out of range. Ezekiel's playing this really well. Oh, he got it. 5-3. 5-3, so he wins this fight with a bigger difference, which means that he has the advantage, just a small advantage. No need to swap sides, by the way. So he won 5. I won 5-4. He won 5-3. So I have 8 and Ezekiel 9. So I gotta let him know. Yeah, so he's 9-8 right now. All right, here we go. Gotta be careful. A slight advantage for Ezekiel. The only advantage that he has is that in a draw, in an eventuality of a draw, he goes through. But if I win, I go through. It's kind of the same situation with Platy and Maestro. It is literally the same, actually. One for me. At this score, I'm through. But there's a lot more to play. Oh! 1-1. Missed it there. Double. I thought I was gonna block that. Nice. I expected that to happen. Alright, I need 2 more. This is close. This is tight. Oh! Got it there. A few seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's it. Damn, man. Damn, I managed to get it right at the end. 4-3. Actually, the score is equal, just like in the Platy Meister fight. But I win it because I won 2 fights out of 3. Just the same as Platy. But man, congratulations, 3-1. But I managed to get it right a few seconds before the end. Awesome. Let's see. 4 with 5, 9 with 3, 12 to 12 was the score. We're gonna say 13 to 12 just so I can get through. All right, so we're moving to the lower bracket where we're gonna have Maestro versus Info and Ezekiel versus Plebeian. Man, I was sure that the fight against Ezekiel was gonna be like that, and to be honest, I don't want to fight him again because I'm pretty sure he would have. He did exactly what he needed to do. He played smart. He let me push the pace. But we're getting Maestro versus Info now. very, very close. A few seconds left. This is the type of experience that I was looking for before this event. And to get the qualification a few seconds before the end is always great. And I'm sorry if I seemed ecstatic there. I don't mean disrespect to my opponents, but I was definitely happy with that particular sequence there because I was behind. Gotta believe in yourself sometimes. Because this time is not about just, okay, I need to get 3 flags back or I need to get 4 flags back. You need to get 3 flags back or 4 flags back without losing any in a specific amount of time. So it can be more difficult. Maestro is left. Info is right. And I'm looking forward to see this fight. Will it be a rapier fight? Who knows? Maestro likes to play rapiers, but I'm not sure he wants to risk it here against Info. We'll see. Info takes right side. I think he wants to go Zero, but he's not sure. He might go Isabella, or not. Nah, he goes Isabella. I think Marta, in some situations, she's not stronger than Zero, obviously, but I think in some situations, sorry, she can be a good counter in some specific plays. By the way, this is a best of 1 fight. Sorry, went to get some water. 5-3 for mine. 5-4 now. Info is just 1 point behind. Oh, thrust. 25 seconds left. Info needs to have a bit of urgency here. Oh, gets thrusted 6-4. 18 seconds left. 16. By the way, if you're on the losing side, just quickly press. Nice push there. 6-5. Quickly press so you can resume the game. 5 seconds left. Info needs to do something here. Push. And she does it. 6-6. And that's it. 6-6. What we're going to do right now is we're going to keep the same sides. You can pick different characters if you want, but the first who scores a flag goes through. So pick your characters. Damn, that was clutch there from Info. Marie versus Marie. We're not gonna play the full game. Whoever scores first moves through. That push was clutch. It was a few seconds. As I said, these are the type of moments that I was expecting from the timer mode. Oh, double lunge, grab attempt. It doesn't work. A little bug there. Double lunge from Info. Double lunge from Maestro and a great sidestep there from Info, who wins the match. And that's it. That is it. Man, so many fights and I don't even know which are going to be performance, but the sidestep of the first of all the clutch of Info getting a draw, and then the clutch of this sidestep in Quartata, just amazing. 7-6 win for Info. Congratulations, Info. That was clutch, and that's what it means to believe in yourself until the end. Info moves on, and we'll be fighting very soon again against the winner between Ezekiel and Plebeian. And even the first exchange was great. A double lunge, a grab attempt, a little bug there. Great moment by Info. Great effort by Maestro as well. Thank you very much for competing, man. Always a pleasure having you around. Here we go with Ezekiel, who also was very close to qualifying, lost on the second criteria, which is wins against me. He's gonna face another revelation of tonight's tournament, which is Plebeian. He's gone pretty far in my opinion. I see that people are giving Eraser props in the chat, and yes, we should give him props, man. Regardless of if you like it, if you don't like it, if you think it's better or anything like that, we have to give Eraser props for keeping things fresh for us, like providing with a new experience, providing with something new that we can use in these events. Because to be completely honest, it can get a little bit stale here in this game. It has been on for a while. The community is not very large, so having this type of tweaks and stuff is great. So, man, again, hopefully we're gonna see you soon back in the arena as a gladiator, like everybody else. I'll also be completely honest. I don't see the timer as being something that we can use competitively every time. I see it as something that we can use in special events or in HEMA or on small maps or something like that. But it is a nice change of pace, and makes you think about the way you approach certain situations. For example, the one that I've just had, we're waiting for Plebeian, by the way, so that's why I'm rambling. That moment that I had earlier when I came back and I managed to win, to get the last flag with a few seconds before the end. That's something that I don't think the type of kick that I don't think I would have got in the regular thing. So yeah, sorry about it. No worries, man. No worries. Just getting here. Yeah, so this is for a spot in the semifinals. Immediately after that, we're gonna have Actually, no. So info is not gonna. So we're gonna have this fight, and then we're gonna have the winners bracket semifinal, and then we're gonna go to the lower bracket semifinal. The winners bracket semifinal is gonna be between me and Platty. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be very interesting. There he is. Okay. Ezekiel takes left. Plebeian takes right. Plebeian plays Barabash and plays him really well, and I think Barabash can be quite a good counter to Marina. Actually, I wouldn't say counter. I would say mostly. Oh, he's going Yatsik actually. I would say more of a match than a counter. Plebeian is cautious. This is a best of one, so any point matters. Getting an advantage and then playing time is a valid strategy. Ezekiel is also being patient. Both of them are being very patient. 30 seconds passed. Step forward. Thrust attempt and a retreat cut there by Plebeian. So 50 seconds of tension that end in a second of smart decision there for Plebeian. Push there from Plebeian and the second kill. 2-0. And considering the pace of this fight, 2-0 could prove an advantage that Plebeian could hold until the end. I mean, oh, nice thrust to the head. Quick flag back there, got by Ezekiel. Plebeian was able to counter the first one, the first thrust to the head with a nice retreat cut, a block and retreat cut, and he's trying to push again there. The timing wasn't great, and Ezekiel scored the second flag, and it's 2-2. Plebeian lost his advantage, all to play for now. 50 seconds left. Oh, and again another thrust to the head. 3-2. Ezekiel takes advantage after being led. Plebeian is now that needs to push the pace. Tries to push. Ezekiel anticipates, obviously. And scores 4-2. Plebeian needs 2 more to tie this up. 20 seconds left. Oh, and he catches him with a nice counter. 5-2. Ezekiel is very good at landing comebacks. 15 seconds left. 10 seconds. Catches him again. 6-2.
Zabrać mi to stąd!
And that's it. That's it. Plebeian has had a very good match start, but Ezekiel's experience showed, and he was able to win the fight. But Plebeian, thank you very much, man, for competing. Hopefully, we're gonna see you again sometime soon. I think you did great, considering that you haven't played much in my tournament, and you've also earned the place in the rankings. Ezekiel will move on and will rematch Info a little bit later on. Now we're moving to semifinals. And the first semifinalist is going to be Platty versus me. I fought Platty a few times recently, and we had some great scraps. We'll see how this one goes. There he is. Both of us have secured a top 3 spot, which means points in the rankings. For me, it's a little bit more important to win the first place because I am the first sword. So Oh, I think I made a mistake or something. To keep that title, but I'll happily give it to somebody else. Make the league a little bit more dynamic. Platty takes left. I'm taking right. Yeah, white shirt versus green shirt. Is that green? Yeah, shade of green. It's kind of green with gray, right? Yeah, more grading. Yeah, something. Mirrored his attack there. Kind of expected it. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful tap. Great timing. Nice retreat bait there. Well read there. 4-3. I missed the opportunity there. Gotta finish this flag. Missed. I think he tried to push there. Missed the push. Yeah. Kind of expected it. Seven to 3, so it ends kind of like a normal match. All right, let's good advantage. But the objective is not to lose the next fight, so I don't go into a tiebreak. Because in tiebreaks, things can happen. I remember a few fights where I lost some significant advantage. All right. We'll see if Platty goes Isabella or maybe chooses somebody else. Oh, Marina. Okay. Can't blame him for trying a different character. Block stun nice sidestep. Four one, 3 points difference, so he's just 1 point behind. Oh, something happened. You good? Okay. Beautiful counter. And again. 7-4. Again, he has 3 points difference. Alright, A6. He wins the second match, so we're going into a tiebreak. We're going to keep the same sides. 1 second just to give you the heads up. So I have 13 and Platty has 11, I believe. Yes. So he needs to win at least 2 points difference in this tiebreak. Here we go. So if he repeats the same thing that he did earlier, maybe he's gonna go Gibby or Isabella. Oh, he's going Getty. 3 different experiences. 13 to 11 is the score right now. So Platty could still win this, but lose the qualification. He needs a win at 2 points difference. Second double there. Oh, nice. Costa di Vena. Goes into the belly. I love that combo. Works this time. Nice. I would have got a double there in the regular game, but not this time. I like that. Oh, beautiful. 2 quick flags there from Platty. Great fight so far. Nice one to the head. Have a good advantage right now. Oh. Punish me for being cheeky. Nice again. 10-6, and this is probably it. Good fight. Good fight. Platty will fight in the lower bracket final. 10-6. So the overall score is 23-17. Thank you very much, Platty. Platty will fight, as I said again. He will fight very soon against the winner between Info and Ezekiel. And I am in the grand final. We'll see what happens there. In the grand final, I have 2 lives. So whoever beats me will have to beat me twice. Info versus Ezekiel, the rematch now. But as I said, Platty has secured points in the rankings, and also being from North America, he's going to climb the ladder. I also have a couple of points from the previous tournament, the short one that we had last time that I haven't added. So he got the 3rd place there, so he's going to get some points from there as well. So I'm pretty sure Platty is going to climb the rankings a lot after these 2 events. And in season 3, we're gonna do 1 more event, and then the season's over. So we're gonna change the roles and everything. Info on the left, Ezekiel on the right. The rematch between the 2. Let's see. The winner faces Platty again in the best of 1. Info with an amazing win there against Maestro. Believed in herself till the end. Ezekiel takes left. Info takes left. Ezekiel takes right. to quickly went to the bathroom. Two quick hits there from Info. It's 3-1 right now for Ezekiel. Using Sam. Oh, nice thrust to the face. 4-1. And again, another one to the face. 5-1. 30 seconds left. Info needs to just needs to go in. Needs to go in and try to make the most out of these 30 seconds. Got countered. 6-1. Oh, try to grab. Sidestep there from Ezekiel. 12 seconds left. 5. Taunting there from Info. She probably knows that she lost. Oh, and the last one. 7-1 for Ezekiel. Yeah, that's kind of the downside of having a timer. There are certain moments where you just feel that there's not enough time for you to come back. Ezekiel wins, and Ezekiel is going to fight again. So Ezekiel, do not leave, please. Do not leave Parsec. Platy is now going to fight Ezekiel. I want to tell you something really interesting. Ezekiel, Platy, and I have been the top 3 of the previous event. So even with the timer change, we have the same 3 people in the top 3 spots. Alright, let's see how this goes. It's going to be very interesting to see the character picks. I've seen both Platy and Ezekiel using different characters. So it's going to be a pretty interesting decision here. Platy takes left, Ezekiel takes right. The winner of this fight will go to the grand final. Tarnavsky for Platy. Very interesting, especially in this matchup. Of course, Tarnavsky and Marina, in the lore, they're fighting for the Uncle Mikolai's testament. But in our events, Uncle Mikolai has defended against both. 150 seconds away from the grand final for both players. Oh, try to sidestep. Ezekiel gets the kill there. 1-0. To be completely honest, I'm not sure. Oh, gets caught there right on the push. I'm not really sure why Platy went with Tarna. Maybe he's just trying stuff. But I'm not sure it was the best decision. Would have loved to see maybe a Marina mare. I think his Marina is actually pretty good. Or Isabella. Tried the push again. Tries a couple of cuts there, loses the exchange there, and Ezekiel might bank another final and get more money out of me. I've been paying Ezekiel a lot. 4-0. Reminder that we have a money prize as well. First place $30, second place $20. Push, and finally Platy gets the first kill. 4-1. There's still time. 56 seconds. There's still time for Platy to come back here. Pretty sure Ezekiel's gonna try to conserve this advantage. He got an opportunity there to score, and he got it. And he took it. 5-1. Yeah, his cuts are just not going through, man. Just not going through. 6-1 now for 7-1. Ezekiel feels very confident. He probably knows that he won. That's kind of the dynamic that happens with the time. When you get an advantage, your confidence grows a lot more, while the other guy's confidence goes down. 7-2. A little bit of a snowball effect. And a kill. And that's it. 7-2-3. Ezekiel wins. Platty, thank you very much, man, for competing. Always a pleasure having you. Great performance as always. Some good points in the rankings as well. Platty gets the bronze medal tonight. Ezekiel is in another final against me. I don't know how many finals we fought. I mean, actually, I can tell you because I have this. I have the rankings right here. Ezekiel fought in 3 finals so far, so I think it's actually more than that. Yeah, so it's gonna be me versus Ezekiel again, and again, in the fight that we had, I managed to barely win. So we had the same number of flags, but I won on the wins criteria because I won 2 out of 3. It's gonna be the same here, the same principle. It's gonna be applied in the grand final. So we're gonna do best of 2 with a tie break. But again, if I win, if it's gonna be equal on points and somebody has the number of wins, will get the win or and go to the next final or win the tournament in my case. So without further ado, let's go into the grand final. I have 2 lives. I'm starting on the left. He starts on the right. Ezekiel has a lot of work to do here, but he's definitely very capable of doing it. If I win these 2 fights, the next 2 fights, I win the tournament. If he gets a draw or wins, we go into a tie break or even directly into the second final. Good timing. was gonna win that exchange. 4-2. 4-3. All right, that's a good point. Although I'm probably gonna lose this. Yep, lost the first fight 4-3. So regardless of what happens in the next one, we're gonna go into a tiebreak. I mean, obviously, if I lose again, we're not gonna go into a tiebreak. Ezekiel. I think Ezekiel might win today. He seems on form. Swap sides. I was gonna get that one. 4 now. Yeah, this is probably it. Damn. This one is definitely not going in my favor. Yeah, I've already lost this final, regardless of what's gonna happen. Alright. One flag of honor. That's it. Ezekiel wins the first final. 10-4, I think. So we're going into the second final, and we're gonna do exactly the same thing. Ezekiel starts on the left actually this time, so you can pick your character. And let's see how we can adjust to... He has adjusted to me. Now I need to adjust to him. We'll see how it goes. Very tough fight. bit of a blitzkrieg there. God damn shield. That's it. 10-2. That went a lot better than I expected. I adjusted to his adjustment. Let's see if he can adjust to my adjustment. 10-2, a very good, good score difference. So now he has to defeat me in the second fight and recover the points difference as well in the second or the third one. Here we go. Yep, going Marina. 10-2. It was. Yeah, I can see how the advantage of having, the advantage can creep in, because it makes the other person attack more and be open. That's why it's important to capitalize on an advantage early on. 4-1. Oh, nice. A good point to get back. I still have a good advantage, but I don't want to lose too many points in this particular fight. Nice tap to the head, 4-3. I'll try to win this one so I don't push it into a tie. Oh, what the hell, man, with that block stun. Kobold, please. One more needed to finish this right now. 7-6. 8 seconds left. Ezekiel needs to do something here. 7-6. Got it there. 8-6. And that's it. GG's, man. GG's. A good fight. Good fight. He was dominating this particular fight, but the fact that he was behind made him fight with a little bit more urgency, giving me the opportunity to do some counters. I'm glad that I was able to adjust to his gameplay. Again, congratulations for taking second place. Ezekiel definitely will get that first sword title at one point, but it's not going to be today. Thank you everybody for competing. It was great having you, regardless if you like the Ragdoll or the timer mode. It was a different experience that we tried tonight, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's not necessarily something that we're going to use all the time. We're probably going to go back, at least for the serious ranked tournaments, we're probably going to go back to our usual, playing regularly. The only established thing so far, the speed and the damage, that we're probably going to use all the time, because I feel they add a plus to everything. But again, thank you everybody for showing up. Thank you for watching the stream. Congratulations to Ezekiel. Platy for getting the top in the top 3. Congratulations to Plebeian and Teflon also for doing great today. Congratulations to Info for that amazing moment there against Maestro.